Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Harakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect. All right, so this is just a quick response to a question posed on the comment board not long ago. The sister Chantel Brown. 1 second. Okay, so Salaki. So she asked, I was wondering if you were ever going to do a lesson for brothers and sisters that have been in the truth for a year or less, that are trying to deal with friends and family that reject and come against the truth, or if you ever already did a lesson regarding the subject matter. If you could please reference me to that lesson, thanks. So, decided I'd go ahead and respond. I thought I did a video on it, but not quite sure if that was going directly into it. So since this is a more of a direct question like this, I'm gonna go ahead and directly respond to it. And so if I were to give you some advice, which I know that most people, when they find out the truth, they want to share it with their family, and they want to get their family to, wake up. You love your people, you want them to wake up like you have woken up and been shown the truth, and that you have this liberation from being, like the scriptures say, the truth shall make you free. You have been liberated. You know who your oppressor is. You know who your enemy is. You know not to trust them. You know how, these different things. And you want your people to see so that they can be liberated, so that they can know how to walk in this world. And the truth is, the Most High have not chosen everybody. And sadly, your family, a lot of times, is not going to get it. My family don't get it. None of my brothers get it. My mom didn't get it. Sister, my wife's family, they didn't get it, and it just goes back to the Most High have not chosen everybody. Let's just get that, Like I said, this will be just a quick response. If I don't touch on anything specifically, Lord's will, if you ask another question and you need answered, then I'll go into it, Lord willing. So Romans 11:7, what then? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. So Israel seeking for the truth. Israel seeking for answers. Israel thinks they find the answers in these different philosophies, Christianity, Buddhism, whatever they decide that they, or they, they feel like they can take pieces of everything and add it together. They feel like they're spiritual, or whatever the case may be. Israel is seeking for the truth, but they have not obtained that which they seek it for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. So if you have been allowed to see this truth, then rejoice and be glad that you are called. Many are called, but few are chosen. So we have to hold on to what we have and try to walk in the Most High's ways, like the scriptures also say. Let's pull it up. Salakia. 2 Peter 1:10. Wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure, for if ye do these things, ye shall never fall. And so we're supposed to make our calling and election sure by attending unto the ways of the Most High and the things that he have commanded us to do to the best of our abilities. For the women, they've been commanded to be obedient to their husband. If they do not have a husband, then they are to just, study and learn in peace and do what they can to help out the ministry and just remain faithful, fast, pray, be women of the Most High, as have been shown by the examples, and take heed to the order that's been set up by Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, as a true believer would, but we have to give diligence. We have to continue in these things. We have to understand that the people who do not believe do not have a motivation to give that same diligence, so we can't expect that from them. But, let me just get into some of these scriptures, and this is, just one of those scriptures where it's harsh, but it's true, and it's an example to how we should live. Proverbs 9:6, forsake the foolish and live, and go in the way of understanding. So we have to forsake the foolish and live and go in the way of understanding, because what does it say? And I believe I may be able to just pull this one up without having to look it up. But let's see. No. Get it right here. So it's Proverbs 21. Forsake the foolish and live. Why does it say that? Because Proverbs 21:16 says, "The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead." So we have to forsake the foolish and live, because them that are out of the way of understanding are in the congregation of the dead. That's why the Messiah said, "Let the dead bury the dead." When those men were giving those different excuses by that why they couldn't follow the Messiah, he said what? And Lord willing, this will be edifying, and I'm gonna try to cover still some more topics to hopefully answer any questions you might have. So Luke 9:60, Yahushua said unto them, "Let the dead bury their dead, but go thou and preach the kingdom of the Most High." So them that doing the Most High's work, them are the ones that are alive. Those are the ones that are quickened in their spirit. Everybody else that's not doing that will of the Father are dead. They're spiritually dead. Okay, so your question was a lesson for brothers and sisters that are trying to deal with family and friends that reject or come against the truth. So a piece of advice I can give you is to not go into it deeply with your people, about the scriptures. Now, you may be faced with somebody who's now become a scoffer. Now that you've, revealed unto them, the truth to the best of your ability, now they scoff and they believe this and they believe that. The best way to deal with it, is you got to be wise as a serpent, as harmless as a dove, and a serpent is very subtle. A serpent can be sneaky, sometimes you got to just try to act like it never happened, because Jake is ignorant, Jake is ignorant. Our family can be some of the most ignorant people. You can tell them something, and the next thing you know, when they see, oh, there they go, they think they better. They go to eat. They go to white man hater. They go to they too good to eat pork now. Sometimes you gotta just act like it never happened. Just like, if you even got a lot of them, and for lack of a better way to put it, because to get the persecution off of you, if you have to act like you ain't in the truth no more, so they can raise up off you, then so be it. Take that with a grain of salt. But I'm just saying, like, if you have brought persecution unto yourself by sharing the truth with your people, you've become their enemy by sharing the truth unto them, then sometimes you just got to get that heat up off you. If you see they ain't believing, ain't nothing you can do to give them. There's nothing you're going to be able to do to make them believe if the Most High have not chosen them. So if you see they don't believe and they just become grievous unto you, or they just bugging you all the time about it, hey man, I would act like I ain't even in the truth no more. What? I don't, I thought, I thought I was into that, but I ain't really into that no more. I'm still learning some more information about it. All the while you still remaining faithful. You know what I mean? Like, you got to look at your situation and try to find out ways where you can, kind of get them off your back. I was blessed to not be in that position, to where I have a scoffer of a family member. I mean, they don't really believe, or whatever. And there's people that have said things behind my back I've come to hear, but they don't bug me about it face to face, as far as the truth goes and what I believe and what they believe. They just believe what they believe. I believe what I believe, and we separate. But if you're dealing with a family member that's become a scoffer, like I said, just if they keep bugging you about it, just, hey man, just get them off your back some kind of way. Even if they ain't got to know you're still in the truth, unless they're gonna, you just use wisdom in the situation. Like if they're gonna try to, well, since you ain't into that no more, go to church with me. No, don't go to church with them. Find a way where you can get them off your case about it, but where you're still able to, worship in peace and not have to worry about them. But let's go into, let's see, I already pulled that out. So Luke 14:26. If any man, in which this is man or woman, if anyone come unto me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, yea, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple. So, this is just going into basically where nothing is going to come above the Most High. Nothing is going to be more important. You're not going to love anything more than Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. It don't matter what member of the family they are, You're supposed to love love the Most High more than them, and to obey the Most High rather than them. Now, with that comes obedience unto what the Most High has commanded you. So, for in the example of a woman, the Most High said, "Be obedient unto your husband." So, in your case, you showing the Most High you love Him is by obeying your husband. So that would be one case where you would obey your husband, because that's what the Most High told you to do. But anyway, yeah, hopefully that helped to answer your question, at least somewhat. What if you're trying to deal with friends and family that reject and come against the truth? I see the avatar of a woman. It would be best for you to not try to teach your family members about it. Just if you're gonna try to share it with your family members, give them a video to watch. Just say, "Hey, I came across this video. I was wondering what you think about it," but don't necessarily share your beliefs on it. See what they think about it. If they reject it, then really it's up to you if you decide to take it any further. But just know you're going to bring persecution unto yourself. If you see they reject it, just understand, if there's a seed that was going to be planted, it was planted when they saw the video. And if they reject it, then maybe the Most High has not chosen them. And if they're going to accept it, it's not going to be anything you can do to make them accept it. It's going to be if the Most High have chosen them. There's so many videos going out that if the Most High wants them, He's going to get them. He's going to wake them up, and He's going to bring them into the truth. And there's nothing extra special you have to do to bend over backwards and try to flip, 29 million different ways to try to make them, "Oh, look, see, if you're breaking this way and you're bringing that way and look at this precept," you don't have to do that. If the Most High wants them, He'll bring them in. So, like I said, just be wise about it. Avoid them if you can. And, yeah. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully this was edifying. Hopefully this was helpful unto you. I'm going to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. These blessings and salutations to the hopefully elect. That say Shalom.